I helped build a new skilled nursing building in 2010, but rumors quickly spread about it being cursed. I learned that the maintenance elevator was particularly uncomfortable to be in, with frequent reports of banging and scraping on the walls, even when the elevator was stationary. I made a point to avoid that elevator at all costs, but one night at 3 a.m., I was carrying a giant toolbox and didn't want to climb 5 flights of stairs. Luckily, I had the company of a security guard who was carrying a 10-foot ladder for me. The elevator ride was particularly noisy, with lots of scratching and banging. We joked about never getting to the 4th floor as the elevator seemed to be taking forever. Suddenly, the elevator slowed to a stop. The doors opened to reveal complete darkness. We should have been looking at a wall with a quilt on it, but instead, we were staring into an abyss. I couldn't tell you how long we stood there, paralyzed with fear, before I grabbed a screwdriver out of my toolbox. It was long enough that the door should have closed, but they didn't. Without thinking, I tossed the screwdriver out of the elevator. It made a loud clanging sound as it hit the ground. I was confused because our hallways are carpeted. Just then, I heard a loud roar that sounded like it was coming from the depths of the abyss. It was similar to the Tyrannosaurus roar from Jurassic Park, but much fainter. I don't know if the security guard heard it, but it chilled me to the bone. The doors finally closed, and the elevator started moving again. When it reached the 4th floor and the doors opened, we both jumped out and stood at the end of the hall in silence for a while. The security guard eventually looked at me and said, "Don't talk about that. Ever." I simply nodded in agreement, and we got back to work. Since that night, I avoid that elevator like the plague.